name is Allison. I'm a student pursuing my master's in science of nursing, and in my apprenticeship, I've worked closely with cardiothoracic surgery patients and become quite familiar with valves and how we perfuse our bodies with blood. To familiarize you with the heart a little bit, the basics are that we take blood from the lungs into the heart, out to the body, and then from the body into the heart, back into the lungs. This goes in a circle over and over and over again in order to keep blood flowing throughout the body. With a growing rate of heart disease and obesity in the United States, it's becoming ever more common for people to develop things like heart attack, which is due to an occlusion in these vessels and valves in the heart that you see on the outside here. Here I have a diagram of an occluded valve. As you can see right here, there's a lot of blood flow going on at the bottom. And then we get to this point where there's fatty buildup and our blood flow is cut almost in half. As I'm sure you can imagine, this causes some major issues, most commonly heart attack. Currently, the United States treatment recommendations is to apply a stent to the heart valve, which is a meshy material that holds force on the outside of the muscle in the valve in order to keep it open and re-maximize blood flow. This is a pretty effective treatment, but as with everything, it's possible for there to be complications. As people continue on with the lifestyle that got them here in the first place, it's possible that they build up more fat right around the stent that was placed and have another heart attack or potentially die from it. My solution, the use of graphene in these stents. Graphene is elemental carbon built up in a lattice structure. As you can see, it's very organized and we have a lot of double bonds here which take a lot of energy to break, making it very strong. In fact, it's about 200 times as strong as steel, which as we know is pretty strong. In addition, you can get graphene to be as thin as just a piece of hair, which is probably even thinner than the stent we're putting in the first place. Additionally, graphene still conducts electricity, which is an essential component for maintaining the activity of the heart. So by using graphene in these valves, we have something that's stronger and more likely to hold this valve open, and it's gonna maximize the size and space of the valve by just taking up less space than a stent. In conclusion, heart attack is a really prevalent issue here in the United States, and although our treatment is fairly effective for a long time, we can always do better. I propose that we use graphene in these valves in order to make them last longer and ensure the best outcome for our patients.